Hi everyone, it's Rob from Cheap Thrills. I'm out in the RCZ. It's the first time I've been out in it since I've wiped the codes, and there were so many codes. So I thought I'd make a little video and tell you what it's like, because I know there are a lot of people out there who wonder about this car, and I thought I would take it out, give it a blast, and maybe review whether all the lights come back on again. I also didn't realise that it had some of these. I mean, they were there like that. Who has these anymore? I mean, if anyone wants them, they're welcome to them, because I'm not going to use them. Cool, off we go. It is a nice day today. It's nice and sunny and bright. The road surface is a bit of a mixture though. We've got some nice dry bits and then some sort of sweaty, greasy bits of road. You can't really notice that in this. It does handle well. It feels nice. It's a little bit noisy on the road, but I'm okay with that. I kind of expect that from a car like this. I expect it I would rather it was a bit harder and a bit more direct than it was softer and, you know, a bit more wobbly. So I do expect a bit of road noise from it. The road we're on is a winding road between Torquay and Teignmouth, and it is a bit busy, so it's a bit slow, but that's okay. Probably hear that. It was a bit kind of, but it is some sweeping bends. They are quite hard corners, so it is holding up well. The Cayman I had used to decimate these roads. You could sit at 60 miles an hour from one end to the other and it would absolutely stick like shit to a blanket. Would this do that? I'm not sure. I do think that I would rather have a well-rounded vehicle that I could keep the power down consistently. I think the straight line speed for me, it doesn't really do it. I like to be excited on the bends and in the traffic, because that's basically England, isn't it? We don't have these, you know, autobahns. We don't have that. I know that it's totally fine if you're into your bigger engines. I am into my bigger engines. Like, you know, I'm not going to say I'm not, but there is something about these small cars on these bendy, you know, twisty roads that is just so much more exciting, I think. It is quite nice in this cabin. These seats are really nice, if you can see them. Look at that. For a seat in a Peugeot, they're ridiculous. It is a bit loose. Sometimes you hear it go clonk clonk, so I'm not sure what's happened there, but we'll need to have a look at that. I'm guessing there's something going on with one of the brackets underneath it. That is exactly what I expect from a Peugeot. I haven't had any lights come back on yet. I know we haven't really been beasting it, but, you know, I've seen an increase in available miles in the fuel tank as well. It was on 59, it's now on 71. I mean, if that's not a gift that doesn't keep giving, I don't know what is. It is quite nice in here. I can't fault this car, apart from its faults, if that makes sense. If I'd have paid £6,000 or £7,000 for it, I don't think it's got the kind of get up and go that I would really, really want for that kind of money. You know, my 335 costs 5.5, 6, and that is a better car than this. This is funner to drive though. I know everyone is like, oh, you know, 335 loads of power, 300 brake. But it is 300 brake horsepower straight line power, and it's not until you kind of maybe go for an M3 that you really get that kind of lightness because of the alley panels on it and the kind of the way that it's built, and the suspension, it just takes that heaviness away. But this feels light, it feels roller skatey, but I suppose the interior of the car does make it feel much more premium. It does feel funner in here than a TT. The drive isn't as planted. The engines are not as refined and as nice, but it does feel funner than a TT. Now, I know loads of people are going to be like, you absolute bellend. Like, there's no way this car is better than a TT, but it's nothing on a TTS or an RS. I don't even think the RCZR would match any of those, but against a 1.8 or a 2 litre TFSI, I think I'd rather have this every time. It's just funner. It just gets in and out of corners better. It scoots around. And again, I suppose if you're not like me, if you're not out for a play, if you're going to go from A to B and you're going to drive it every single day, then yeah, maybe the TT is better, but it just isn't as fun, you know? It definitely doesn't have these super cool seats in it. I really like them, and they are comfortable. They stop me I'm big, you know? I'm big. So these seats do hold me in really nicely. We're just going across the bridge now. This is one of my favourite places as well. This is not a place we want to break down, so hopefully we won't break down here. There we go. One thing I have noticed is I put the heating on and there is so much dust has blown out of the heater. God, there's loads of it. And because it's got like a grey interior, you can really see it. Well, that's a hole and a half, that was. Woo! It is quite sharp on the brakes. Easy to slow down, it's light. All the smells seem to have gone away, which is quite nice. It does have guts for a 200 horsepower car. I suppose it's that power to weight ratio happening around this bend. Whoa! Did slip a bit there. So we are literally in the countryside in the middle of nowhere now. So we've done a coast road, we've done the town, and we're now kind of zipping through a country lane. On these small, tight roads, it is brilliant. It feels like it's darting around. It feels like a ballerina's shoe, which is what I would say the Cayman and the Boxster feels like. You don't feel really super wide. This is a super thin road. The hedge is here, and it's still super comfortable. Now, no, it is nowhere near as fast as my M3 or a 911 or anything with kind of serious power whatsoever, but it is fun. It is really fun. I mean, you could still put your baguettes in it. It's a bit too small for me to drive it every day, but, you know, if push came to shove, I could. But then I guess my daily is a T6.1 transporter. So I'm used to just loading it up and off I go. I mean, it just sticks to the road. And not only does it stick to the road from a kind of handling perspective, but from a kind of geo perspective too. If you go over a bump, you're not really leaving. So here it's a bit of a bump. We didn't elevate over it. We just kind of stuck to it. There was no bounce. There was no body roll. There was no shake. There was no dip. And again there as well. Here we go. Right, so open her up down here. Whoa, it does scream. Whoa, yeah, look at that. Whoa. So now we've come out of our country section. There's a nice long straight out of there. A bit bumpy, but absolutely fine over those bumps. But as we come down here, we're now going to join the dual carriageway section, which is exciting, I have to say. It's not exciting. It's 50 miles an hour, and it's just irritating that it's 50 miles an hour. And it's 50 miles an hour because it doesn't have a flyover exit. It just comes to a dead stop. And obviously loads of people die. Oh, there's some police behind me in a Volvo. They didn't think I noticed, but I did. Do I like it? I love it. I love this car. I think it's a great car. I am happy there's no warning lights on, so that's good. I was expecting loads to come back on, but maybe we did a reset. Maybe that's fixed it. We do have a few small parts going on it. It's going to have some spacers. It's got a new diverter valve. It's definitely going to get some new tyres on it because I think they're fine on the road. They are absolutely fine now. They're fine on that little, they've been great, but on the track, I don't think they would hold up at all. I think if it was a bit slippy or something happened, we'd be all over the road. But for today, it's been absolutely great. In my mind, I felt like the steering kind of had a bit of hesitation on it, but I haven't really felt that. I've not really felt like it is super direct. And again, it is a bit mid-engine-y. If I want to switch lanes, I'm just going to scoot across to the lane. I'm not ducking in and out, diving or anything like that. It's kind of got that MX-5 MR2 characteristic about it, where you are literally moving from side to side. You can definitely tell this is a light French car. I think the suspension and this interior camouflage it a bit, but underneath it still feels light. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel German. I think the weight of it makes it feel less premium, if I'm honest. I feel like it doesn't really, it doesn't have that kind of solid feel, but it drives the same. And I don't think I could have spent £1,600 any better. In general, this is a super, super nice car. I'm not sure what the fuel gauge is doing. A minute ago it said there was 72 miles. Then it said there was 42. Now it says there's 68. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Right, I'm going to push this MG up this hill. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Nice clear road. Up to 6,000 RPM. Oh, there's an AMV8 behind me. Same path. Come on, mate. We're actually doing 70 already. Here it goes. Whoa, what? That's quite quiet, actually. I mean, it's gone, but it's not gone. Right, so we're at the top of the dual carriageway. Oh, I can smell her now. We're at the top of the dual carriageway. We've got a double section of roundabouts with a small short piece of dual carriageway in between. Let's see how she handles. Come on then, mate. Let's go, let's go, 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 go. Oh, they bailed. We could have done that. Can you hear that? Can you hear that scream? Oh, someone's cut us up. Someone's holding us up. What a drive this is. Oh, someone's holding him up. Holding me up, ultimately. Because that Aston Martin doesn't stand a chance. Again, that is a hell of a car for the money. 30 grand, buys you an AM V8. Here we go. Let's get that turbo going. I'm not sure who's smelling more, him or me. Right, perfect. There's no one at the roundabout. See how she handles. Oh, he's coming off. His number plate says Boise G. Oh, he's someone that I know. We're going back around. See you later, pal. We'll go around again. Give us a break. Right, off we go. Whoa! Wow, what a car. That was awesome. Awesome. It's just bonkers to think a little car like this will handle like that. I think everyone's going to be happy as well on the channel to know that it didn't explode and I didn't crash it because the tyres were shite. There aren't warning lights on everywhere. It doesn't rattle and it doesn't make loads of noises. It's just a great car. It just really, really, really is a fun, cheap thrill, which is exactly what I wanted it to be, because it's racy, it's sporty, more importantly. You can tell that it wasn't made by Peugeot. You can tell that it was made by Magna. It feels like a Peugeot that is un-Peugeot-y. Do you know what? I am so happy. This cost me, with zero no claims, because all my other cars have stolen my no claims, £300 if you just went for the bare minimum First Central insurance to insure, which actually no I didn't. I put the legal on it and the European breakdown because we're going to Europe. So I think it came out at £314 or something like that. And the tax was £279. I mean, the tax on my 335 is £780 a year. So that's this entire car paid for on the road for the same price as just the tax on the BMW. And this is a lot of car for the money. So we're back in HQ, having done a lovely big loop of South Devon. The drive is great. It's still nice in here. It's nice and quiet. There's no rattles, there's no knocks, there's no warning lights on. I am happy that I have spent £1,600 on this Peugeot RCZ. And my favourite thing about it are these seats. See you next time.